Matt Lenihan for Boxing Social, in association with Empire Fight Store, Forge Irish Stout. We're here, the Gypsy King, Tyson Fury. Tyson, what an event. Do you sometimes, even though you've been a part of all these, do you sometimes in a little bit of awe about how big this actually is?
You know, I come to these events and I can see how big they are. They're astronomical. It's been a media storm. The Saudis definitely know how to throw a party, that's for sure. Really, really excited.
When you were a little boy, you always said, look, I'm going to be world heavyweight champion. You did that. But now you have a chance to take all the belts. I know you've said, look, I've had them all before. The tag of undisputed doesn't matter. But this is another part of history for you. Do you think this is all part of like God's plan, or is this just how things have mapped out? How do you see it?
You know, I believe in destiny. I believe in preordained things. I believe God has everything planned and mapped out before we're even born. So I believe it's my destiny to win on Saturday night and win all the belts and all that. But I believe there's something bigger than boxing on hand. Boxing's just one thing. You know, there's lots of stuff about to happen. I believe there's some big moves happening soon.
100%. Well, look, you look in terrific shape. There's been a lot made about the shape, and you've come in, you've uploaded a few pictures, and the world sort of reacted. What's been the difference? Why are you in different shape as you were compared to the last fight? What's the difference? Is it the opponent?
I've got someone to fight now, haven't I? It's been no secret. If I have a low opponent that I don't really value to fight, I'm not really interested. I know I can beat them. So when I've got someone fancy now who's supposed to be tasty, then I'll be tasty. I'm looking forward to it.
You've mentioned this week you've given Oleksandr Usyk his props. I know I heard you say in the Title Sports Network interview that, look, I know I've called him gap teeth, this, that and the other, but look, he's an undisputed cruiserweight. He's now bounced up to heavyweight. Is that just a testament to the respect you're showing him coming to this, knowing how dangerous he is?
Let me tell you, Usyk's no mug. He's a very bad man. He beat Anthony Joshua twice. He's beat Daniel Dubois. He's beat Chisora. He's beat Bellew. He's beat Tim Witherspoon. Chaz Witherspoon, rather. Sorry, Tim. He's no mug. He's no pushover. He's had 350 amateur fights, Olympic gold medalist. He's no mug. He's no easy fight, and I've prepared as if I'm fighting King Kong, and we're looking forward to getting a good fight on.
When you look at everything that you've achieved in your career, will this sit top of the mountain above the Klitschko win, providing you get past? Because you always said, look, that was my mountaintop. You've said it, but
100 million times.
But this is for everything. We've not seen this for over 25 years.
I know all that, and I'm very, very honoured to be a part of this Saudi Arabian vision. This is not really about me or Oleksandr Usyk, is it? All right, boxing's one thing, but you got to look at what Saudi are doing in sports.
Changing the game.
Well, within 6 months, they put on 5 or 6 of the biggest shows of boxing history has ever happened. Do you know what I mean? And I'm a part of that going forward, the part of the 2030 vision. So how lucky am I? How blessed am I? You know, it's absolutely fantastic.
Do you look at that and think, you know what, I've opened the door for all these fights? Because you were the first to bring the big events out here.
I was, and I've been very blessed to be a part of it all. I'm just, do you know what it is? I'm over the moon to be a part of it all.
Yeah.
Here's a fun fact. All these belts that I already have, I've never lost them in the ring, ever.
Yeah.
That's factual. It's not made up or fantasising, that's true. They're all my belts anyway. And I believe you can only lose a belt if you've lost it in a fight. Yeah. And that's it. So as far as I'm concerned, when I beat Klitschko in 15, I became the undisputed champion.
Yeah.
And I haven't lost it ever since, so I am the undisputed, like it says there on my app. And until someone beats me, they can never ever become undisputed, because I'm already that. I've won the WBC off Wilder, and I won all the other belts off Klitschko.
And you've an opportunity to win the Ring magazine again for another time. You dropped it. So you said you dropped that so I can win it again.
Yeah, you know, all these tag-along belts, they're all good, aren't they?
Just a couple more from me, because I know you're about to go on stage. In terms of who's here this week, I know you're not looking past Oleksandr Usyk. Anthony Joshua's ringside, a former foe of Usyk. He's backed the man to win. With the influence of Turki al-Sheikh, depending on what happens now, I know you're not looking past it, but could you see a scenario, if you did a good job on Oleksandr, that the Joshua fight could come next?
No.
Not at all?
No, not at all. Because there's, I can confirm there's a rematch clause between me and Usyk both ways. So whatever happens, then there'll be 2 fights. That's the usual and normal thing these days, isn't it?
Yeah.
So what do you think, a fight of this magnitude, there's not going to be a rematch clause?
No, I knew there'd be a rematch clause, but we've seen before where Turkey could say, look, now would be the time for you and Anthony Joshua. Anthony coming off his win, you coming off potential win.
Do you think someone's gonna, whoever loses the fight, whether it's me or Usyk, do you think they're not gonna want the opportunity to put it right again? So, common sense.
Well, look, Eddie Hearn, he's flip-flapped in his predictions about 4 times. He's landed on the final one. He says, you'd stop Oleksandr Usyk. Surprised when all the back and forth you've had over the years and he's seen your shape and gone, this is what's happening now?
It's all smoke and mirrors, isn't it? You know, if a bit of training and a sunbed can make people believe you're in fantastic shape, I could have just went on a weight loss diet, couldn't have even trained maybe. Do you know what I mean? So if it changes people's opinions because you're looking fat one day or a bit thinner the next day, then it is what it is. People's opinions have never, ever really meant much to me. My wife's opinion matters, and my family's opinion matters. But other than that, opinions of people are not really important to me.
Got a message?
And if they was, then I won't be here, would I? Like I've said many times, and everyone's got to agree with that.
You got a message for the fans to sign this off before you go on stage?
Yeah, looking forward to Saturday night. I've trained really hard for you guys to put on an absolutely fabulous show. Tune in Saturday night and watch me become undisputed. Boom.
Let's go. Appreciate your time.